Grandpa Sutton told the stories to them, and I guess he added his own stories.
And did he do sketches too? Okay.
Did you not get the sketches?
Yes, I have those. Yeah.
So, but anyway, so and if you have a flyer, you can download it for free. It's a free book. So I've read it now.
Hollow Tree.
So there's like Mr. Crow.
I just Googled Hollow Tree folks. I said, I wonder if there is a book. And that came up.
And I asked Daddy, I said, is that a book that you know, your mom and dad read to you when you were really sick?
But now, I'm going to tell you, there's another place in Aurora that was really fun. Going over to their house.
Oh, yeah.
The red house with the woods and all the other kids in the neighborhood. See, in Kentucky, we didn't have neighbors.
So your house on the way to Vesta?
And there were like Nearys and there were all sorts of people to play with.
Actually, you know, there's a Denny Neary story, a very recent Denny Neary story. So Denny Neary was about that age, right?
He was George's.
He was George's. So I said that we take our dog to Jim Ward. So Jim, I think maybe at Wanda's funeral, he saw Denny, or maybe he sees Denny because they have mutual friends, because Denny lives in Indianapolis. And then he was so interested in you and George and wanted to get in touch with you. And this is very recent, like the last month.
6 months, yeah.
About 15 years ago, I go to a vet meeting in Purdue. And I sit next to him, and this girl comes up. She's like, no, attracted to her. There's not a chance in the world I know who she is. She said, she don't know who I am. I said, yes, I do, monkey. And I couldn't think of it. You understand? It was blank. I was going, okay, I think this is one of them. And I'm thinking, you're a monkey. And she goes, that's right. I said, you're the only one that ever called me monkey. But you can imagine my thought process. I'm going, whoa, where did this come?
That is so funny.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, I mean,
So she married to a vet?
No, she is a vet.
Oh, she is a vet.
She is a vet, and we were both at the same surgery meeting. And I didn't, anyway, she comes out and she just looks at me and she just looks at me.
Now, did she have blonde hair? Did she have blonde hair?
Not blonde hair.
She did a
Well,
blonde
She did a one. Her hair might be like
Hers was about your color. I thought Anita's was blonde.
Nita is blonde.
Oh, man, that's okay.
But anyway, so you just imagine, I'm just going, where in the world?
Whoa, where do I know this
You don't know who I am, do you? Worst fear of anybody. Somebody that and you go, monkey.
You must have played Dark Jungle in their basement. Do you remember that?
No.
Dark Jungle!
We used to play Dark Jungle in the Nary's basement.
No, we jumped the fence and went over to some poor farmer's place and played all over his
The
woods.
Playwoods,
And if they hollered real loud, we'd have to hear them and act like we'd come in the house. But most of the time, we act like we didn't hear them.
Now, Neary's were in the white house on the corner, right?
And then Rusty was a lot of fun.
Rusty, right. Whose dog was that?
No, Rusty was, who lived right in the house.
Tough, Stan's old named Duke.
No, I'm talking about the boy that went down to the VV Bank, and your dad hired him as a vice president or something down there.
Who lived in that? Steve lived in the
Yeah,
house.
but
Steve
he
Tufts.
and Sherry. And then the
Maybe it was
Liskies
Steve.
were,
But he didn't go to Vivi.
Yeah, Steve
Well, who went to Vivi?
So somebody that lived on the block ended up working at the VV Bank. Pretty high.
Leslie Castle.
It was right before they sold it. He said, I don't know if I'm doing him a favor or not.
Not Lester.
Steve's the one I remember.
Rusty sounds familiar though.
Who is Rusty?
I'm not sure.
And they might have moved away. Anyway, just for the rest of y'all to know, that it was really fun to go. They had neighbors. And whenever something always happened, like one of the Nearys fell off down the neck of a donkey and broke his arm.
Somebody broke something.
Well, that was part of the fun. And I'm sure Carolyn was going, oh my God, the Kentuckians are coming. We're going to have to pay a doctor bill.
Well, I know I was telling Tim while coming up here about, I said, I really didn't go out to CAC so much. I said, as soon as we got to where I went over to your house, over the cousins.
And then you remember when we were all up here, I got my eye cut?
Yes.
We were playing fishing hooks and stuff. That was.
Where? Up
Did you
here?
do that? To
Yeah,
Right
so
on the
like,
hill?
I think Claire and I were standing here on the top, and you were at the bottom. I don't know
We
where
had a
Jen
fishing
was.
pole with strong line,
Yeah.
and we
And a
threw out a
sinker.
sinker. Or,
with hooks on it?
No,
No,
I
it's
Sinker, no.
You know, the little
and
middle.
so the
Lead
person on
sinkers.
top got to reel in a really big fish, and the person on the bottom was pulling on it. Well, it works really good. I'm going out there and I trip over a root. No, this is even worse than that. As I fall, it hits the tree. It takes a round object and makes it into a lethal weapon. It hits off the tree, bounces 50 feet or so up, and it hits right in the eye. And she starts screaming, and we're going,
Oh.
I mean, you're saying there's no way that this can happen.
And Grandma Sutton's here, not Mom. You know, his mom was at work, I think. And all I remember is just seeing blood coming out of my eye.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. And
And we
Grandma
went
said-
right down to the doctor.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Grandma took me down to
Dr.
Dr.
Baker,
Baker's.
yeah.
Rolled you down the hill and.
But that thing hit her so hard, it detached your.
Well, I don't know if it did that. I don't think
It
was the
did
retina
that,
thing,
but it did later.
It did later, but
Right.
I do have a scar there, and I
Oh,
had like
listen, it was-
6
it
or
was-
7 stitches.
It was tired. It's just like shooting with a 40 caliber.
Yeah, it was pretty awful.
No, I'm saying.
So you think that was
Lynn
part
said,
of
"This is
the
I'm going to be a
detachment?
doctor."
I've always
part of
felt
the
like it probably had
detached
something to
retina
do with it.
She
I
did
think
have
that's
that.
what
Probably
seems
not
to
I
very
think
good.
that trauma
She was 17,
precipitated
she had
her
detached retina.
detached retina.
But
Yeah.
that I was 5 when that happened. My retina was when I was 17.
Yeah.
I
I
remember.
probably was blind for all these years and never knew it.
No, you weren't because you told me the day, and you're like, "Wow, I can't really see out of this."
I was
And
like,
I'm
I can't see the pool. You know, it's like I was sitting on the lifeguard chair. I was like, I only see half of the pool.
I'm a great lifeguard. Can't see the
You
pool.
told me, I
Yeah.
said, "No, that's a problem."
Right, I get wrong. I was like, something seems wrong.
And
Jack,
you were
we
just
tell
like,
all of our
I'm like,
parents now.
that's not
If
good.
you live near Cincinnati, look at the TV. That's our cousin.
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, that's the retina. They, you know,
You gotta get up early in the morning,
Buckles
though.
held all these years. But I still have, and then I had to have cataract surgery about 6 months ago because I have, you know, because of the eye, I'm more prone to have cataracts earlier in life. So
But you can still see out of it.
I like, so if I close my eye now, like I can't see anybody past Tim.
Uh-huh.
You know, if I'm
Hi.
looking straight this way, I can see Lynn in the back. But I can't see anything on this side. of the room. But I figure I've had that sight longer than I had the sight, so my brain's adapted.
Yeah.
You know.
So don't feel bad, H.
I don't think it started with
It was
our
all
generation,
rooted in that.
because Grandma Mary was pretty calm.
She was pretty
And you know why? Because when
Because-
her kids were playing, one of them went into the tar bucket. Now I'm trying to figure out which one fell in.
Really?
Yeah, Daddy did.
It was Harley.
They had a
But
tar
the-
bucket when the tar
They
was
were
hot?
tarring something around the house or something.
Was it when they were built? No, I remember.
But being one of them, either Johnny or Cax said, he looks just like a little black tar baby. And Grandma ran all the way down to the doctor's office, got the ether, and ran all the way back up here and trying to clean him off.
Wow.
So I think she was one calmer lady than all.
This is blood in the eye. I can handle this.
But no, that's a fact. He fell in it, and it wasn't like he bitch fell in it.
He was covered.
Wow.
And they had it, and it just anyway, they had to get
But
it
it
off.
was your dad. And there he's
The three of them played
I
around
forgot
the
all
back
that.
somehow.
I didn't know Grandma ran down to get.
I didn't either.
I think I asked her. She says no. She says I ran down to the doctor. Said somehow or another the vehicle wasn't here and such and such.
Yeah.
But and then having walked it, I thought she's a tough iron lady.
Yeah.
And they ran back because she knew how many minutes it took her. And
Wow. Well, I guess, you know, that adrenaline when you're in a panic like that.
but the other brother, one of them, whoever was old enough to figure it out, said, "You look just like a little black tar baby."
Now, did you all ever hear? Cac told me this story multiple times in the last couple of years that your dad pushed a cow off the wall.
Oh, right.
down here.
Cat used to do
Yeah,
that.
I've heard that story too.
I've heard the
See,
story about it.
He didn't tell us a lot of stuff.
According to Uncle Cac, you know, as they were kids, maybe I don't know how old, they had a calf, and he was on the edge of a wall out by the barn. And there is a wall.
4-foot drop off.
Yeah, and I don't know if it sounded like your dad meant to do it, or Cac seemed to think he did. Pushed him off, and the cow broke its leg and had to be euthanized. But Cack has a vivid memory of literally pushing the cow off the wall.
Wonder why he would have never told us that. Well, he said they had a pet fox. Because he would never let us put a dog on a leash and tie him. And evidently they had the pet fox tied and he got up over and hung himself and killed him. And we learned that at a young age.
You know, one of the stories Cat told me was that when their little brother died, that Grandma Sutton put all the, I guess she had a little food or little things that she had for him in a little red wagon, and that Daddy and Cat had to pull it down. There was they called it the beehive, but there was a house for poor people, and they pulled that little wagon down there and donated all the little baby stuff. Yeah, Cat I guess just really remember doing that, pulling that little wagon down there with all the little baby stuff.
Oh.
I know.
Well, now let's think about that. He didn't pull it. It kind of ran past you.
No, it was when they lived downtown.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
close to it. Okay.
Yeah, they just pulled it. Because it was funny when the assisted living where Mom and Dad stayed for a while was called the Beehive.
Yeah.
And I remember I was taking Dad there and he was just real. You know, I'm sure he just, because that was called the Beehive. When we got there, of course, it was real pretty. He kept going, oh, now this is pretty. And then he told me that story. He said, you know, in Roar there was a beehive. And that's where all the poor
okay.
people stayed.
So he was his.
Hey, you taking him to the poorhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Anna's favorite